Guys, let me ask, in a time when people are suffering, when disaster strikes and communities are barely holding on, one thing we all expect is help, right? Relief, compassion, humanity. But what happens when that very help, the aid meant for the poor, the hungry, the displaced, is stolen? Well, today I want us to dive deeper into a heartbreaking story coming straight out of Jamaica, where the theft of hurricane relief supplies has sparked outrage across the nation. These weren't just random goods, they were essential items: food, clothing, diapers, pampers, for mothers with babies who'd lost everything. And yet, barrels meant for victims arrived half empty, even completely empty. What's worse, it's not just one government or one group. This problem has plagued both the PNP and JLP administration.
But this girl a ranky, one little nasty crowbait girl come talk about the barrel them now have no marking. Right? Them come on a cargo plane done said. Right? And no thieving brother and thieving family have to work at the fucking airport. We don't understand. So when things are do things on them hard, you think up, what do you think up here though? You think it's a very long life we up here live, I want them Luman life that up here live. We're working hard and we're trying to do things to the country and we don't let the cargo come. Right? First and foremost, take forever to give with the cargo. Right? And when the cargo come out and we start looking at the cargo, Starlink missing, stove missing, all kind of ras bomber, ras clotting, blood clot missing, and the barrel them half empty. See, nothing ever happened to Kingston. There's no reason for nobody at Kingston for your teeth, nothing from the people of Jamaica. You understand me? But I saw on the stay on have a dirty, crowbait, reptobate, blood clot mentality, to break my fucking heart. You understand me? I should have come down and come go to some scandal back because of that on the blood clot deserve. You know? You see it? Right? We don't have no clout and we know that the people in the dire streets. So we have a thief from poor people and thief from people who go through such a hard time. Who are broken at the barrel. Broken at the barrel, and so we ask a question. Where is the oversight? Where are the security measures? Because you can't go through the airport and fart. So how somebody leave the airport with so much things, all these things where these packages come tampered with. Right? And on think that nice? A whole lot of people up here say Barrington flying, there's a plane that come to Jamaica, come go to things and crash. So Barrington make 2 flights, them fly Monday and them fly Tuesday. 2 big rascal cargo plane. All if you know say, when I open the package, everything tampered, everything. What I do, what do really deal with? We can't continue, so. We cannot continue like this. It's painful. Because we're up on the battlefield, I'm on the name from man, I run up and down and meet people left, right, and center to secure something for my nation. Right? Oh, if I not secure, I just hurt my feelings, the blood clot. I don't have no idea. I don't talk the common people, I talk the thief, the man with a Norman man, the airport.
Now, dancer legend Buju Banton is speaking out. Now, the Gargamel Buju Banton is saying that hurricane supplies that were sent to Jamaica were stolen at the Norman Manley airport. Them thief them out. Buju is not a happy man because of this act. And you know, I always hear people are cuss and complain about custom people. And at this point, it is a damn shame. People like Uno will make people no and donate, none at all, to charter private cargo to send food that you bought to Senegal, Jamaica. Uno feel like that cheap? Just imagine donors watching this. Disappointed. But, you know, in all of this, years people are complaining about this. So I'm kind of glad this happened and happen how it happened. Because Jamaicans been a ball about something here. As a Jamaican, me shame. Shame like dog. And I know people are going to ask, like, where are the security measures? Well, if we are go look upon it logically, it look like the security them involved too. But this is just a disgrace. And I see why a lot of people don't want to donate or be a part of helping Jamaica because of this. Yeah, man, the good are suffer for bad. And Jamaicans been a complain about this. Me can't say it enough. But you see where it happen now if it happen so. So no, it no look like the Jamaicans just a chat because of chat sake. See it? On a bigger scale. So want to get exposed big now. And I really, really hope somebody is held accountable for this. I want to punish them to the full length. I want to still wonder why Melissa come here. Crazy, man.
See there? Not even 1 week good. I talk about the people them out of airport where I thief out the people them things them out of them luggage and out of the wharf. And Buju Banton company internet with the same cry. With the same frustration in come and ear out. The people them a thief out the people them things them at the wharf and at the airport. So that's why whole cargo plane come in with stuff for the hurricane victim them, and the people them going at the people them things, bust it and go take out, tamper with the people them things, take out what them want take out. Why you not have to do them something in another country here? And I cannot say nothing about the government because it has nothing to do with the government. Because PNP did in a power and it happen, JLP in a power and it happen, JLP in a power and it happen, PNP in a power and it happen. So really and truly, the two sides of government need to come together, go to the airport and see what them can do to get the situation under control. The man up on the internet is frustrated because he thinks them buy up to help the people them, and not going there man thinks them and I take out what they want. And what kind of country this?
So imagine now Buju Banton got relief supplies for you guys, right? I met out to Uno at the Norman Manley Airport. The security them, the whole on go in at the man things, so I don't know about it because there's no way people can left with so much stuff because Buju Banton said some of the barrel them was empty, half empty. Right? And you guys went into the man things, the things them for the people them, the things them for help out with the people that will suffer right now. And thief out the thing them. I hope no conscience kill you. I remember say God I got beat you know, because it's no thief from poor people or thief from people who deserve it. Karma is always active. You know, I said a wicked man.
So let me ask the people them out at the Namamali airport where right now all over social media say una thief out the things them out of the barrel them will be sent for the people them on the western side where go through Hurricane Melissa and them go through it lose everything. And for no say the people them on that side they don't really have no farmer problem and them take away the things them. No, this not look good. No, me not know why is it that Jamaicans them not realize that we in a one world where nothing now hide again. Nothing now hide again. And for no say so many people are help the people them and not take away things them. You know look good enough never talk the things them. Honestly I'm gonna talk it because people like regular me and other people where no because with the American means we have it. But we still are going definitely support our family. And for no say if we're not gonna take out people like Buju we have so much voice where they can connect, and what not gonna do to people like Fury Barrel? What not gonna do? Wanna leave the people them things, man? Wanna leave the people them things, Jaja?
Well, the outrage began when Buju Banton, a beloved Jamaican artist and humanitarian, publicly voiced his frustration online. After organizing relief supplies for hurricane victims, Buju discovered that some of the barrels meant for the needy were arriving half empty or completely empty. People were literally bursting open, aid shipments, taking what they wanted and leaving behind scraps for those suffering the most. And the worst part, this wasn't random theft. This was systemic. The claims point to insiders, airport and wharf security staff who allegedly knew and even participated in the pilfering. No way people can live with so many staff, one speaker said, without security knowing. From cargo planes to the wharf, the theft was organized, pervasive and shameful. Buju's frustration mirrored that. It mirrored that of countless citizens who've had personal belongings stolen at these same locals for years. And now people are asking, what kind of a country is this? Guys, let's pause for a second and really think about what this means. Imagine packing barrels of food, baby supplies, and clothes, knowing they are headed to people who just lost everything to a hurricane. You send them with, love, trust, and hope. only for thieves to intercept them, burst open the cargo, and take the very pampers meant for babies in shelters. It's not just theft. It's a moral crime against the vulnerable. This isn't new either. The sources confirm that this corruption, this betrayal has been going for years. Whether it's the PNP or the JLP in power, the result is the same. People's aid keep disappearing. That's why Buju's message hits so deep. He's not just calling out one administration, he's calling out a system. Theft at airports, at wharves, at the very gates where help should arrive has become normal. It's so routine that some even shrug and say, that is Jamaica for you. But should we accept that? Should we accept that a country known for its strength, creativity, and culture has become a place where even the poor are robbed of compassion? Buju's plea was clear. Both sides of government, PNP and JLP, need to come together. He said it plainly. The two sides of government need to come together, go to the airport and see what is happening there. Because at this point, it's not a partisan problem, it's a Jamaican problem. The breakdown goes deeper than politics. When corruption infects the institutions meant to protect and serve, it eats away at public trust. When airport and wharf security, the very people hired to safeguard relief, are suspected of knowing about the theft, it destroys any faith people have in the system. Think about it. These are not luxury goods being stolen. These are diapers, tinned food and essentials for survival. The people who suffer are the same ones who already lost homes, jobs, and family members in storm. And when those same people realize that even their aid has been stolen, it's more than frustration. It's heartbreaking. This kind of corruption tells citizens that no one is watching out for them, that with PNP or JLP, nothing changes. That is the real danger. Because once people lose hope, corruption wins. So where do we go from here? That is, our main question. The first step is accountability. The government must conduct transparent investigation, not to shame one party, but to fix a broken system. The airport and wharf must be audited. Security personnel must be screened, monitored, and replaced where corruption is found. Second, there must be consequences. The culture of take peace, leave peace must end. Third, citizens must stay vigilant. Use your voice like Buju did. Don't let frustration fade into silence, because silence is what corruption feeds on. Lastly, unity. Buju's call for both political sides to work together is the message Jamaica desperately needs. Because at the end of the day, whether you wear orange or green, hurricane victims bleed the same pain. The real enemies are not political opponents, they are greed, corruption, and moral decay. As the speakers have said in the recording, Jamaica must do better, because the measure of a nation isn't how it treats the rich or powerful, it's how it protects the weak and suffering. And right now, the country stands at a crossroad between shame and redemption. The choice is always ours. It's us to decide. Now, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts. Also, remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time, bye-bye.